I'd be interested in what the science says about this. I've been thinking a lot in my own life about doing the hard stuff. So it's probably easier to eat the chocolate than go to the gym, right? And it's easier to admit, to pretend you've got all the answers, as opposed to admit you're wrong and still learning. What do you think about that? Doing the hard stuff and putting yourself in positions of discomfort. If we zoom out, is actually good for us. What are your thoughts around that?
Yeah, totally agree with that. In fact, I've got a friend and a colleague, Paula Reed. She's written a book called Adventure Psychology. She invited me to contribute to a chapter, and her sort of phrase that she uses is going knowingly into the unknown. What she does is something else. She was the third British woman to walk to the South Pole carrying 48 kilos worth of sled behind her, and I mean, she's extraordinary. She's around the world yachtswoman. That kind of level of physical discomfort is something beyond me, but the psychology of it, of going knowingly into the unknown, as she would put it, really putting yourself out there. And this is why people who make those changes in life, and for me especially, people who change countries, but even changing jobs. One of the things that after I graduated, I worked for a few years. I still do some research supervision for the University of East London, and I set up an academic coaching for success program for people who were coming into university education from non-traditional backgrounds. So first in your family to go to university, those people who come from a background where other people have gone, they
there's a path, isn't there?
Right. And there's also a resource. You can talk to people in your family and you go, this feels really hard, and they go, yeah, that's normal. Round about Christmas, everybody feels like that. If you're the first in your family to do something, and in that case education, you haven't got that, and so you hit that point of discomfort that hit me actually, even though I knew about this in advance, where you can go one of sort of three ways. Either you just start to get used to it, adjust, expand your knowledge. That's the kind of usual path. But otherwise you can say, I really hate it here. I feel really uncomfortable, don't like the place, it's too hard, the teachers are not what I wanted, and then you leave. And that's in a way an abandoning of the dream that you'd set yourself up to do. Or you can turn in on yourself and you can say, well, the place is great, other people seem to be coping fine, but I feel awful, so I'm anxious about this, maybe I have anxiety, I feel desperately sad, maybe I have depression, there's something wrong with me, and you can get this spiraling of emotions. Whereas if you can see the curve, and if you know that at that point this emotional response is normal, that can help you contextualize it.